go to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 25 and 19. And the page changed on me. It's all good. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kavadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well. And shalom to the Akim, the Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. All wickedness in Ecclesiasticus, Salakia. Fix my my sword there. Sirach 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So all wickedness is very little, man, to the wickedness of a woman. Because of Eve, we all die. That's scripture. Okay. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to get it, but I'm going to grab it. Okay. Matter of fact, I wasn't on here, so I'm going to go ahead and get it. Salakia. And that's it. Oh, well. That's up a couple scriptures. Could have just turned the page. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24. All of the women came. Salakia. Matter of fact, let me go to my hard copy here. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and wounded heart. And a wounded heart. Salakia. Let me read it again. And I'm going to start at 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. That's the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the Wada, Yahweh Shai. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Squirrel over there. I ain't really want to look because I knew it was probably a squirrel or some other kind of animal. But let's go back to 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. So, like I always say, man, a lot of the women that are with brothers that are in this truth, man, you really have to understand how important that brother is, man. Okay? You have to really understand how important that brother is, because if that is not the first man that you've ever laid down with, okay? If you were not a virgin when you met this man, if you had several other lovers, okay, or fuck buddies or whatever the hell you want to call them, okay? If you've been around the block, all right. For those that don't understand simplicity, you see, that is not that man that you are with right now. Technically, is not your husband. All right. And all of the men that you have been with, you carry their spirit with you, man. You know. So a lot of you women, man, just don't understand why. Even though that man is doing certain things, and you know, see, I uploaded a video the other day. I felt kind of bad because I didn't bring out any scriptures. I was just talking. Okay. There's a lot more going on here than a lot of these young ladies can really fucking understand or fathom. Okay. If you have been with several other men and they say multiply by fucking 5, all right. So if you say you were 3, it was 15. If you say you were with 5, it's 25. Okay. You don't understand the significance of you being in a relationship with a man of the Lord, man. Okay, you really, really don't, because Yahweh Shai said it best. He asked the woman. He said, "Woman, where's your husband?" And the woman said, "He's dead." Matter of fact, see, this is the Most High, man, because I usually stick with my I usually stick with what I have written down as a lesson, man. But I want to bring this stuff out, man. John 4:16. Jesus saith unto her, Go, call thy husband and come hither. John 4:17. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Salaki misspoke. She said, I have no husband, not my husband. That man, he's dead. Oh, wait a minute. Let me keep reading. I have no husband. Yahweh Shai said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had five. Thou hast had, this is John 4:18. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and him whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and that sayest thou truly. So the woman was being honest in her approach. The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. John 4:20. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem. That's going into a whole nother. That's going into something else. But when he told this woman that she has had 5 husbands. Okay, so what I'm sitting here telling you is, oh, I thought this was the ox, man. I think he got caught up. His phone's been acting up. He's been having a lot of problems with his phone. So I just had to come out and do this video. I had to come out and do this camp. I had to reschedule it from yesterday. Today is Thursday. A lot of shit going on yesterday as far as schedule change at work, DOT physical, all that shit. Salakia, don't mean to go into all of that personal shit. But Yahweh Shah said to the woman, "You have had 5 husbands." That's the statement that I just got done saying. You young ladies, you don't understand when you're dealing with a man of the Lord. If that is not your first love, okay, if that's not the first person that you dealt with sexually, if that's not the man that took your virginity, okay, then technically that man, he is your husband, okay, and that's why Yahweh Shai said you have had 5, because you have slept with all of these men, okay, you see. So a lot of these women that have slept with different men carry that spirit of that man, okay? Because that's how relationships in the ancient world happen, man. That's how things went down in the ancient world, okay? When you laid down with that husband, when you laid down with that man, that was your the first person that you ever slept with. That's the first person that's the person that took your virginity, okay? So what is taking place is you're taking on the characteristics of that man that you're with. That's why in the ancient world, those women were in order, man. Okay, because for the majority of the men, they were in order. There was a lot of men that were in order back in the ancient times, man. There was some wicked ass niggas too. The scribes and Pharisees. Like, okay. I don't see it on the camera, but I don't see it live, but I see it on the camera. There's something standing back there. Yeah, I don't see it on the camera. Well, I don't see it live, but I see it on my. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. Okay. So a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress. A husband in distress. What is a husband in distress? Okay, a husband that has an illness, a short-term illness, a chronic illness. Okay, a husband that just lost his job. This I'm talking in these day and age. In this day and age. Okay, a husband that may be not. I'm not saying an alcoholic. I'm just saying wants to fucking drink. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Is that considered an illness? In today's society, it is considered an illness. But the scriptures called Yahweh Shai a drunkard and a glutton. Okay. So I've picked up my cross and I'm trying to follow Yahweh Shai. Okay. Not saying that I'm supposed to be a drunkard or a glutton, but saying there's nothing wrong with me having some wine. There's nothing wrong with me eating an extra plate of food. Okay. And I'm sorry, I kind of jumped from one thing to another, man. But I guess that's where the spirit is leading me because, when we talk about being in relationships, when we're dealing with women that have been in multiple relationships, you know what I'm saying? We're not concerned about that. We're concerned about what you're doing right now. And the brother made a statement at camp. I think it was on Sunday. The brother had made a statement. He said, "Yo, maybe we're being tested." And over the last couple of days, I've been thinking to myself. I said, "Well, in the times that we're in right now, I said maybe it's those women that we're in relationships with that are being tested." Okay, because we know that we're not going to accept, you know, as far as I'm feeling right now. I'm not. I know goddamn well. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to fight for my fucking life. First off, okay. And if it's the will of the Most High, they're going to take it because I'm not going to accept their fucking their juicy juice, man. Okay. Or their motherfucking Lay's potato chip. I'm not going to accept none of those things, man. So, um, like I'm saying, man, a lot of these women, at the end all be all, a lot of these women are going to start being tested, and their faith is going to be tested, and their trust. Okay, the trust is being is being let's say diverted like a river if they were building a dam. Okay, the trust of that woman is being diverted, and how is it being diverted? It's being diverted by creating a situation. You see what I'm saying? So let me go back to a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh her weak hands and feeble knees. So if her husband is in distress, so now the Most High is created a stressful or distressing situation. Um, is that woman going to have his back through that distress? You see, all right. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So when we're talking about that, uh, the woman was weak. Eve, she, and that's why the woman is the weaker vessel. Eve was approached by Satan. Okay, okay, in the form of a man. All right, which was called the serpent. So Eve being deceived by the serpent, by that man in the garden, being the weaker vessel. Okay, through her, we all died. Huh? Okay. So now, when we're talking about these women that are in our relation, we're in relationships with these women. We're in relationships with all the brothers that are in the truth. that are in relationships with these women, being the weaker vessel, okay, what do you think is going to happen when things start to take place, when things start to get serious out here, man? You know, this, don't the scriptures say that these people are going to run down to Egypt for help? You see, so a lot of these women, even the women that are in relationships with men of the Lord, are going to run down to Egypt for help, man. You see, and they're going to die. They're going to pay for that that sin, man. They're going to pay for their discretion, their non-discretion, salaki. Okay, because they didn't listen to their husbands. If their husbands are man of the Lord, they did not listen to them. So now they're going to run down to Egypt for help, and they're going to die. Okay, wow, it's funny. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her no bill of divorce, and let her go. So you got to understand when it talks about these things, having no liberty. Don't give your woman liberty, man. Just like the water. Don't when you want to build a dam, you have to divert the water. Okay. Don't give it passage. Cut it off. You see, make it go in another direction, and that's what we're trying to do to a lot of our women. You see. So a lot of our women are not going to want to be diverted. They're not going to want to take the rough road. They're not going to want to stay on the straight gate or go through the straight gate, man. Okay, or that passage that's only built for one man. That difficult walk. They're not. A lot of these women aren't going to want to do that, man. You see. So like I said earlier, there are things that are being set up right now by the Most High to see if these women that are in our lives are going to actually stand when things start getting bad. Okay, so like it. So like that's a little crooked. So I'm going to go to the book of Numbers. Goodness, Numbers 5:20. 5:20. Nahum's 5 and Salakia. Numbers 5:20. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell. So this is Yahushua saying to the woman, you had 5 husbands, okay? And our women have been cursed with some really horrible curses, man, as far as their bodies are concerned. A lot of our women are really out of shape. You know, their hair's falling, they're bald. You know, the Judite women, especially, man, the Judite women is all fucked up, man. You know, you see these women running around with bald heads and shit. This fucking Negro had to park right there, talk to these kids and shit. Fuck out of here. You see. So the Most High put curses on our women, man, for they're not listening to their husbands, man. You know, running around and cheating and all that other happy horse shit. Going back to the book of Ecclesiastes, Salaki, man, this guy bring your kids down here to jog, tell them to go fucking run, man. Fucking stand there and talk. Sirach 26. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 26. 26. I'm going to read 9 to 12. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And a lot of our young ladies, you know, I see it all the time, man. Even in the small ass city that I live in, these young ladies are out here walking around, man, very underdressed. I mean, just put it that way. Um, I don't know who they're trying to impress. I don't know what their motive is, but these young ladies out here on the streets have way too much liberty. Okay, you know. Now, I've tried to keep a handle on my daughters. They don't live with me; they live with their mother. But actually, one of them's in the college close to here. Another one's in a college up near Harrisburg, like probably half hour, 45-minute ride from here. Um, they've been given instructions as far as if that's what you want to do, then make sure that that's what you're focused on. Period. Okay. I'm not going to take anything away from either one of them. One's 19, one's 20. Neither one of them's been pregnant, and I don't think they've had boyfriends. All right, so I'm gonna just put it like that, man. This is the way you're supposed to, you're supposed to take care of your business as far as your daughters are concerned. You see, you're not supposed to let them run the streets with mini skirts and tight ass jeans on. You're supposed to have some control over them. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. And this is talking about wives, the wives of these men that are in the truth, man. A lot of these young ladies still want to hang out at the bar, the club. You know, I'm just gonna go have a couple drinks with my friends from work. You know, these women ain't supposed to be out there doing that. I know my wife isn't. My wife don't drink, but she don't run the streets. She rarely even speaks to her friends on the phone. You know, I actually had to tell her to stop talking to one because that young lady is into women. And I told her, I said, yo, I'm telling you right now, you better cut that shit out because you're supporting that, you know. And she stopped. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain. Okay, so this woman, and the fountain is her. Okay, no, Salakia, no, it ain't. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her, but every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. Okay, this is basically like a prostitute trying to make a couple extra dollars. You see, all right. So these women out here that call themselves good women, they looking for a good man, and all they do is run the fucking streets, be up in the bars and clubs. What do? They open their mouth as a thirsty traveler, man. Okay, and they'll they'll suck your damn rod and then go home and give their man a kiss on the lips like they ain't do a goddamn thing wrong. Okay, by every hedge will she sit down. Okay, and open her quiver against every arrow. And opening her quiver is opening her legs, her box, man. And every arrow is a man's rod. So a lot of these women, what do? They run the streets, man, and they're promiscuous, you know, catching all kind of diseases, and then they take that shit home, you know. This is what these women do, man. There's no chill to these women, man. There's no chill about this shit, man. And a lot of them are getting put to death right now by their damn husbands and boyfriends. Okay. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 42. I'm going to start reading at 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care of her taketh away sleep. Okay, because sometimes we worry about our children. We worry about our daughters. We worry about our wife. My wife was traveling that day, for her job, like an hour, probably hour and 15-minute ride from where we're at right now. She doesn't do that shit. You just don't go on those kind of. It's somewhere where she hasn't been before. So I told her to take my car so she could use my GPS. It's a little bit more reliable than her phone. But like I said, man, we sometimes are concerned about what's going on with our children, even if we know they're in the right place. You see, all right, when she is young, lest she pass away, the flower of her age, and that's her having her period, okay, and being married, lest she be hated in her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. That means one of these loose little girls running around the streets with mini skirts on, you know, looking in every car for every man that she can to see if she can get some attention. Okay, okay. Lest she lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. And there's a lot of young ladies out there right now whose parents are I don't know if they're ashamed. I know I would be if my daughter was had a name in the streets. You know, if my daughter had a name in the streets, I'd be embarrassed, man. Every dude is shit. I'm somewhere listening to conversations in a bar about my daughter, and I know it's her because of things that they're saying, the things that they're describing. You know, but they don't know that I'm the father. But I hear it. That's embarrassing, man. Okay, you're gonna be a byword and a sin and a reproach among the people, and that goes for your wife too. You know, if your wife is out here scantily dressed, running in and out of every fucking bar, you know, hot spot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People are going to start talking about you. People are going to start making accusations. You know, you must not be smashing that at home too good. You know what I mean? You're going to be a byword, to these people. You see? And a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. That means don't. If you're a man, And I remember my wife was working at the dental clinic not too far from where I'm at right now. Her cousin and a bunch of young ladies were going out to one of the little clubs or whatever they call them. It was a private club they were all going to, and my brother decided to carry himself along. It's like, bruh, if it's six women going into a place to have dinner and a couple drinks, then you need to go home and play fucking Xbox. You don't follow along with no a bunch of. You don't sit amongst a bunch of goddamn women, man. You know. You see. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women, for from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. So you being around too many goddamn women, man, all you're gonna hear is gossip. Okay, a bunch of gossip and a bunch of bullshit. And I tell, sometimes my wife, she'll answer her phone, and I'll have to tell her, man, you got to take that shit in there. I'm not trying to hear that. You just got to do that sometime, man, because I'm not. If it's something pertaining to the children, or something pertaining to the grandchildren, or something of that sort, that's one thing, man. But I'm not trying to sit here and hear this some bullshit. He say, she say, and all that. So and so just got in the heart, man. Listen, take that shit in the kitchen or upstairs. Yep. I'm gonna go to Proverbs 21. I'm gonna read 9. Proverbs 21:9, and actually 9 and 19. Salakia. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. Verse 19, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. So it's better that you go run your ass through the woods and pitch a tent than it is to be with a brawling woman. And a lot of these women out here, man, all they do is they want to argue. They want to argue because they want to be in control of every goddamn thing. You see? But they don't understand what's going on out here in this world, man. You know, Negroes are simple as fuck, man. You know, but this is the issue with these women these days, and it's I don't really want to go into this shit, you know, because um, you know I'm not gonna finish the whole story, but I'm gonna tell you. We're sitting on the couch. It's a little about fucking 8 o'clock. Okay, it's dark outside. We've had problems with kids ringing doorbells and shit. They kicked our door, not last year, the year before. They're, they run around the neighborhood and try to kick your door in, and then they keep on running. So our doorbell rings, and I've talked to my wife a dozen times about this. Hey, listen, don't just jump up and answer the door. Just, right now, if you don't know who it is, if somebody's not hasn't announced themselves or they ain't called or nothing like that, don't get the fuck up and answer the door. Okay? Let me get up and answer the motherfucking door, especially if you think that these kids are playing this joke again. And I told her that. And, we're sitting there, and like I said, it's dark, and she says, I hear kids outside. And then she heard the door. Somebody's ringing our doorbell. So basically, I grabbed a piece from under my table that I have on a magnet. Um, she gets up, she runs to the door before I get there. She opens the door. I'm kind of behind her on the right hand side, and she screams. I grab the door, and all I'm gonna say is somebody almost got fucked up. You women, stay in your fucking place, man. If we tell you to stay in your place, it certainly is, especially when there's situations like that, you don't know what the outcome of what we're experiencing is going to be. If there's kids playing at the door or what, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So what you need to do is you need to stay in your fucking place, because this is why a lot of you women are going to die, because you want to be the fucking man in the house. Okay, that's why a lot of you want to die. All right, back to Sirach. I'm going to go to 20. Yeah, I'll read that. Yep, Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 26, 14, and 15. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord of Yahweh, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. And there's nothing worse and what I just get done saying. I've told her about these things over and over and over again. And that's a mind well instructed. But like I said, these women they want to be in control of every fucking thing. So a lot of times they're going to be stubborn and bullheaded, man. So that's why a lot of you women are going to die. Okay. If thy daughter be shameless, Salakia, verse 15, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her countenance mind cannot be valued. Okay? These people are sickening. Let me read that again. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That's these women that are listening to men of the Lord. Okay? Not being stubborn, not doing what the hell they want to do, not being tough, not trying to be the man of the fucking house, okay, but well instructed and listening, okay, to instruction. And a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, man, okay. That's a shamefaced woman is somebody that's going to dress the part, act the part, okay. They're not gonna make you a laughing stock, or have them give you a by that could be called by a byword because she's out being promiscuous. Okay, she's being shamefaced, man. She's covering herself up. You see, and her continent mind cannot be valued. So when we're talking about her continent mind, that means that her mind is flowing with ideas, basically, to keep contribute to the household, man. Okay, this woman is going to contribute to the household. Okay, she's gonna have your back and everything. And when I was going into earlier, you know what I'm saying, the Most High creating a situation, okay, of despair for that man, okay, that he's got to go through. You know, that woman has to have suggestions, man. She has to have reasonable, okay, concerns and suggestions for that man. You know, not bite his fucking ear off every time she gets an opportunity. That's not what that's for, man. That continent mind is not for you to throw shit in our face, okay? Shade and shit all the time. That's not what that's for. All right. I think I read that. I'm going to read 16 Sirach or Ecclesiastes 25 and 16 Salakia. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And that's you don't even have to break that down. Okay. Go to the book of Timothy. That is going to be First Timothy. First Timothy 2. That was 2. First Timothy 2. I'm going to read 9 to 14. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Keep it simple, man. That's why I do it. My wife, I love my wife because she doesn't wear makeup, man. You know, she doesn't have to hide anything. You see? So you women, man, a lot of you women, man, be out here catfishing. You know, you gotta watch them videos, man. Be some like some true Rocky Horror Show looking bitches out here. And once they put that makeup on and that $500 fucking wig, I'm telling your ass right now, man. And you be in a club and you got you a couple drinks in you, you gonna have problems in the morning, or you gonna have problems when you get to the courthouse and she don't got none of that shit on. Okay, people gonna clown the shit out you, but keep on playing. But which becometh Salakia, First Timothy 2:10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection, but suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. You're not supposed to be over the man. You're supposed to be subservient under the man. It's Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, the man, and then the woman. Okay? That's the order. All right? You're not supposed to be in authority over no man. Okay? For Adam was first formed and then Eve. You see? And Adam was not to be deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. And that's why I said that is the weaker vessel. That woman is the weaker vessel. But they think that they, just because they've been given a position by the nation of Edom, they think they're in authority over the man. They don't have any authority whatsoever over the man. And notwithstanding, verse 15, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So you are only going to be saved in childbearing. Okay? This ain't because you're with the man of the Lord. Okay? The only reason why you're going to be saved is because you're going to be able to bring back the nation, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it. You see? you're listening. 1 Timothy 5, and I'm going to read 11 to 16. 1 Timothy 5 and 11. But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against Hamashiach, they will marry, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. When you're talking about the tattletales and busybodies, you got a lot of these old nigger women, and now Latino women. They go from house to house talking about everybody and their mama. Man, I'm gonna just put it like that. It's plain and simple. You know, and they do it so nonchalantly that you would think that they were concerned, but actually it's for them to get more information about what they're talking about. Do you know what happened? You see, you have a lot of that, man, in the hood, in the ghetto. You know, busy bodies. And my wife asked me, and she said that to me. I know you think I'm a fucking busybody. I never said that. I never called you anything. You made that statement. Speaking things they ought not, I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan, and that's what a lot of our women are trying to follow in the footsteps of Esau, Edom. Man, they're a lot of them are starting to marry Esau, Edom, so-called white men. You see, you know. A lot of Latino women that come from the islands, they want to deal with the so-called white men. Why? Because they think they're gonna get good credit, a house with a white picket fence. You see, they turn to that to the wickedness, man, of this world and the wickedness of the nation of Edom. For goodies, man. You know, and that's what Eve did in the garden. Okay, the weaker vessel. And that's why the scriptures say through her we all die. Through the woman we all die, because you women just don't understand that just because you're with a man of the Lord, or just because you might be watching videos, okay, and saying shalom and doing things of that nature, the Most High is going to be he's when he lets this thing go, man. That's when you're going to find out if he's working with you, and that goes for me too. Okay, if any man or woman that believe has widows, let them relieve them, and let not the church be charged, that it may relieve them that are widows indeed. So, go to the book of Titus 2, and I'm going to read 1 to 5. Oh my goodness, man. I'm going to go to the book of Titus 2 and 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. Oh wow, I missed a whole bunch. Salakia, y'all. I gotta go back. I got to go back. Salakia, I'm gonna start that from 1. All right, we're gonna start Titus 2 and 1, and we're gonna read the 5. Salakia. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. Okay? The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God, the word of Yahweh, be not blasphemed. So this is what the aged women are supposed to do, man. They're supposed to teach the young women. They're supposed to teach the children on the men or boys under the age of 12. They're supposed to teach their women how to be women, how to cook, how to clean, okay, how to carry themselves in public, how to dress modestly, okay, how not to give in to strong drink or wine, too much wine, you know, because you get loose, man. You women get loose, man, when you had a couple drinks, you know. This is what the older women are supposed to teach them. But what are these older women teaching these younger women? How to twerk, okay? See video after video of mothers in mirrors twerking and her little daughters 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, you know, mimicking them. And the mothers think that shit is funny, you know. So this is what you women are supposed to do, man. You know, you're not supposed to be in the house big up in yourself, running your fucking mouth all the time. You see? You're supposed to be silent, man. You know? But with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akapadash, again, double honor, select. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akapadash. Shalom to the Akiyam, Akwatiyam, and the Speckle Bird, listening and learning. Shalom.